here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the UTEP Miners offense takes the field. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Makes the grab. It's Jennings. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Hand off to the single back. Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do it.
It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Miners have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's cool. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see...
They've got the play, bottle up, fumble, it's out. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He wants to change this route. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Took care of it himself. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Miners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Miners! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Tollefson. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bring in the heat. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Miners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Fires to the big fella. Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Booker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The run from the shotgun. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A strike downfield. Into the secondary on the right. 30. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Got it inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miners! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties.
Touchdown, Iowa! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Looking for a man, it's Tollefson. With the catch, it's Baker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Baker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Baker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's reeled in. It's Baker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's a draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready. Work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. period with a third down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now on third down for this offense. He might want another play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Miners look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Ramos. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own quarterback, feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. And some room to work. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Utah.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Ramos. The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws one to the left. Touchdown, UTEP! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here.